I'm using New York as an example for this. I don't think there's an excuse for a guy to take a woman to Cheesecake Factory. That's basic. New York has so many restaurants. You can find a nice niche restaurant and you be like, oh man, you got to taste these tacos. Man, I got to take you to this place. Let's go here. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Most women like that instead of you just being basic and be like, hey, let's go to Cheesecake Factory. In New York? All right, and I can say the same thing about Houston. We got so many restaurants. Seafood is amazing out here. We have this seafood place called like Lotus Seafood out here in Houston. And they have this fried lobster tail. Man. What I tell y'all, it is amazing. So we went there, twice, and got a bunch of stuff. The fried rice, the fried lobster tail, seafood pasta, 2 like margaritas to go. And the total cost was like $95. I mean, that's reasonable, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. So, I'm not saying it's an handout. I don't want to get my words twisted up. I love cheesecake. I have a short on my page of me going to Cheesecake Factory.
This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You take my broke ass to get something to eat. My dusty ass, see what I get. You know, you see what broke people eat. Some avocado rolls. She loved this place too. So yeah, I take my dusty ass back home to get to work.
I go to Cheesecake Factory all the time. What I'm saying is to be a little bit more creative while you're dating, you should know where those niche restaurants are so you can let her have an experience instead of just being basic and be like, hey, let's go to Cheesecake Factory. No, take it to one of these mom and pop restaurants. If you need help finding them, go watch Keith Lee's channel.
Today is all about brunch, and one thing I'm learning about Houston, brunch is what they do. So today we're going to 2 well-known spots. The first one is the Breakfast Club. I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10.
What's the other? The evil Keith Lee, Mr. Chime Time.
Why can I find some good motherfucking fried chicken?
They go to restaurants in your cities or whatever, maybe, and you can get recommendations from them. And it won't cost you an arm and a leg because they're mom and pop stores are like one of one. So, when you dating, that's a kind of a hack for most guys. Because I know I see a lot of guys complaining about women asking for expensive dates. Like, no, if you're dealing with a reasonable woman, and when I say reasonable, don't get that confused with unattractive. And I hate when people do that on social media. They make it seem like all the 8s, 9s, and 10s aren't reasonable. No, you can find you an 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever that likes to have a nice experience in a niche restaurant. So I hate that narrative that every time a woman is attractive, that she has to be unrealistic. It's not true. Same thing with guys who make a lot of money. They supposedly assholes. Every man that makes money is an asshole. It's not true. So you can date an attractive woman and take her on a reasonable date if it's something that you, especially like, who don't like tacos, man?
Number 5 on this list, I recommend enjoying a taco at Birria in Jackson Heights. They compete with some of the best tacos in New York City, but they're only $3.50 each. Their tacos are loaded with steak, cilantro, cheese, and onions, and it's recommended to pair with their famous consomme.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you find you a nice little restaurant and they sell like bomb tacos, take her there. You good. We got to be realistic here.